Okay, it's Thursday, January 27th. It's about midday, and I'm just browsing a whole bunch of stocks here, checking out the charts. And what I wanted to show was just a classic trade, a setup where everything comes together. And these are the type of things you're really looking for when you're looking in multiple time frames and strat signals and everything else. And I'll just show you. It happens to be with Beyond Meat today. I didn't trade this because at the time I was actually trading. I can show you here. I bought Microsoft early in the morning, and I did well on that trade before it turned around. And I actually bought puts on Upstart here, and that did very well. So those were my two main trades. And now I'm just kind of browsing the charts. But let me show you on Beyond Meat. And this is the tricky thing is sometimes you just don't catch these things because there's so many stocks out there. But you look for them, and a lot of times you can kind of do the homework overnight and be ready to take these trades. But let me just show you why this one was classic and why this is the way you should really look to analyze, any stock for opportunities. So Beyond Meat, let's just see here. First of all, when you're looking at it, you see the monthly chart is red and heading down. And we're at 50. We're in the 58 area here. The next target, since we broke through this green bar, is down here around 48 or so, 48.18. So on the monthly chart, there's still 10 more points to go on the downside if price wants to continue there. On the weekly chart, this is kind of important when you're looking for these shorter term trades. It has flipped to red on the week. You can see here we have from the open on Monday through where we are today on Thursday, we are red. So that gives you the kind of the green light to kind of look on the short side at the moment. And then what's developing here, this is really important. On the daily chart, you can see here we were preparing for a 2 up, 2 down day today. So last night, if you were looking at this, you kind of saw the reversal on Monday, inside bar, the attempt to go higher, but that failed, yesterday. And now you're setting up for a 2 up, 2 down bar today. You don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what you're kind of anticipating. So what happens then is you go to the hourly chart as the price opens, and you see, you're anticipating that 2 up, 2 down, and you see the first hourly bar has an inside bar. So that's a typical, signal to sell the breakout of the inside bar to the downside. So here's the ultimate trigger. And also, before I get there, on this 15-minute chart here above, you can see here all of this stuff is developing. Here's the overnight action. Here's the close of yesterday, the yellow line. So any downside move is going to be below the overnight action, below yesterday's close. And that's what you want to see for sell trades. Obviously, the opposite for buy trades, above the overnight action, above the close. So you have that lining up as well. So here's the alignment. You have the sell here on the inside bar on the hourly because you're patient and you watch how price opens. And that takes you, that's entry there is at 59.71. At that point, you feel very good that you're going to trigger the daily 2 up, 2 down, which is at, I believe, 59.01 right here. So 59.01. So now, that triggers as well. Then when you hit the 59.01, you're now targeting this low earlier in the week at the moment until conditions change, and that's 54.08. So essentially, you can get in here at 59.70 and anticipate that you're going to get the chain reaction of the daily 2 up, 2 down triggering, which then has targets below. And then once that's all in place, if you had that trade, you're in good shape because it moved all the way down and on the first move of the day down to 57.85. So there's gains there. You can break even. You can be in a no risk trade, whatever you want. But now that you know that everything has triggered and is aligned and has targets below, you could actually look at the 15-minute chart. And on this particular, day after that initial trade, which got you started, here was an excellent, 2 up kind of inside bar, another sell that should target the intraday lows at the moment. So, you can look at it that way too. That's an intraday trade after everything really, the best trade was really to get started here because everything was in alignment. But, you can see once you have that and once it's confirmed and targets are below, you can then look shorter term and even look for other trades as well. So just wanted to show you that example. You go through these charts, you have your list, the other stocks are mentioned, you just check them all out. And the key is, if you can find these situations where everything aligns, that's the high probability setups you're always looking for. And it takes a little bit of homework, to be scouting them out. And again, you're not going to catch every one of them. There's only so many, stocks you can look at one time and everything. But it's just a classic example to me of how you want to, try to play this game and the opportunities that are out there. In this case, Beyond Meat was just a perfect example of a trade where everything came together.